Hello, everyone, and thank you for spending some time with Amber today. I'm sharing with you a little bit about why I don't purchase a teacher planner anymore, but also talking about the functionality of using Google Sheets as your planner for the upcoming school year. Obviously, you can do what you want, to each his own. However, I'm just going to share what I've been doing for the last 2 years, and then you can decide if it's functional for you or not. So initially, by the way, if you saw it, you saw it. If you noticed, you noticed. This is like a screen grab from Howl's Moving Castle, my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, but I digress. So initially, I was purchasing planners like my first year teaching. I was so excited. And that teacher planner, I was taking it back and forth every single day. And it didn't work out in the way that I wanted it to work out. So then the next school year, I ended up purchasing a digital planner, and it was great. It looked great. However, it was on Google Slides PDF situation, and I was just like, I have too many digital files for this to even continue to be something that I log into, have to type into in Google Slides, or have to write into on my tablet. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do what works for me, and that was to use Google Sheets. Shout out to my assistant principal from last year because she was very, very organized. And a lot of things came through in Google Sheets, and I was able to just copy those sheets and paste them into my Google Sheets planner. And I was like, you know what? As long as we use Google Workspace, this is going to be my go to method. So here's a little glimpse at my 2024-2025 planner, and I'm doing it in Google Sheets. Let's take a look. Your cover page obviously can be whatever you want it to be. And I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I have embedded so far. Obviously, it's summertime right now. So as of this recording, it's the first week of July. So let's take a look. My first page is going to be my daily checklist. This was inspiration from a pin I saw on Pinterest. And I wish that I knew who or where I got it at this point. Or not where I got it, but where I was inspired from it. Because I would tell you, but I don't remember. It's been a while. So I used the inspiration from that pin in order to create my own checklist. And the best thing I took away from that pin is that you need to block out what days you want to be able to do certain things. And while I probably was doing that, and you probably do that in your mind anyway, having it written out makes life a bit easier. So on Mondays, I have downloading files, grading before school. On Tuesdays, I have same thing, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and then Fridays, there's filing and grading. Planning period has its specific set of responsibilities. Lunch, uploading notes, and second planning period, another set of responsibilities. I love to do lesson planning. Excuse me. I love to do lesson planning during my planning period throughout the week. That way I didn't feel like I needed to do so much at home. And then after school, just getting ready for the next day. If there's something to print, changing my objectives on the board, handing out any materials, and then also wiping down my room because I like to wipe down my room. But I suggest using a checklist like this if you don't already. A glance at the year's goals. I have this page in here because as you have your professional development sessions in the beginning of the school year, you want to know what the district or your network is expecting of you. And so I just jot them down. And then if they come into the same exact goals that I'm setting for myself, then wonderful. But if we have different goals in mind, then I know that that's something that I need to reach out to my direct for so that we can have a conversation about how to make sure not only am I hitting my objectives, but how can we make sure we hit the students' objectives and make it beneficial for everybody. Next, I have an important dates glance. So I literally created the spreadsheets. If you can take a look at the top for me. I only use columns A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. H is there, but it's because I wanted to make sure everything was as symmetrical as possible. Excuse me for any background noise you might hear. And this is literally, I'm going to write down every off day, every student activity day, field trips, standardized testing, things like that go all in here. And I'll be able to take a quick look at that without having to scroll through my calendar. Looking at the calendar, this is going to be one of two things. If not, I'll just duplicate it. You can duplicate it by hitting your control and or your left or right key in order for it to pop up, and you can hit duplicate. But this might be my bulk planning, and I'll show you what I've already done so far. I know that we don't have school on Labor Day, so I'm planning an activity on that Friday before we leave for no school again, and then hopefully they have a bit of more information about the significance of Labor Day as we leave for the weekend. And then when we come back on Tuesday, we can kind of discuss, hey, how did you use the knowledge that you gained? That sort of thing. I don't have any more information about my class roster, but this is what it's going to look like. And I have a notes section because I always want to keep detailed notes about the conversations that I have. No bell schedule yet, no class schedule yet, no student need to knows yet. I'll be uploading my policy and procedures into this tab here, and then generic subplans. So I always have a go-to situation that I can kind of update periodically based on what we're doing. But this is just my situation. This is what I'm going to be doing to make life easier for me. And I always like to set up the skeleton prior to going back into the building because there's so many other things you want to think about at that point. Getting ready, getting back into the mindset, getting back into focusing on what you need to be as an educator, what you want your room to look like, building relationships with, your teacher partners and etc. So this is going to be helpful for me to just have. If you're interested in how I created some of these grids and things like that, I'm more than happy to put up a video about it. So just drop a comment in the towel section. I know there's probably 1,000,001 videos like that already, but the way I come across it, I just try to make it as easy as possible. But yeah, thanks for visiting today, and I hope that you have a great day. I hope you have a great rest of your summer. Please like and subscribe. Looking forward to seeing you with Amber again. Take care. Bye-bye.